indoor arena. But the problems didn't stop there. As soon as the equipment arrived at the arena, it was discovered that the first lorry was too tall to drive through the scene dock door. So someone had the bright idea of letting some air out of the lorry's tyres and reducing its height by 6 inches. Slowly, with the lorry scraping the top of the doorway, it managed to get through. They had to do the same thing with at least 24 lorries. Finally, everything arrived. All they had to do now was unload it. But this was the area which would be miraculously transformed into the famous Gladiator arena. One of the first things to be rigged was the elaborate grid suspended from the arena ceiling, which would carry the heavy lamps and other lighting equipment required by top TV lighting director Brian Pierce, and the state-of-the-art sound system mapped out by sound supervisor Mark McLaughlin. All the time, more and more equipment was arriving. Someone even remembered to gift wrap an atmosphere. Gently, lads, there's probably someone asleep in there. Hope that man in the mauve shirt gets out of the way. That looks easy enough. But not working at that height. Rows and rows of lamps were rigged. All different intensities of light and a whole range of different colours. And if they weren't enough, they had a few to spare. I hope he's not pinching those, they cost a fortune. In every corner of the National Indoor Arena, people were at work. And what an incredible venue it is. Once the lighting and sound systems had been rigged, the next thing was the laying of the Gladiator arena floor. Skilled carpenters used over 2 million screws on the specially raised flooring, which would take the weight of an atmosphere, but also hide the miles of wiring which would power the lamps dotted all across the black surface. This was one of the final pieces of the flooring jigsaw to put together. Go on, that'll go. Give it a kick. That was just a glimpse of the hard work which went into the construction of the Gladiator arena, but the breathtaking action which followed made it all worth it.